Hey everybody, this is Eileen from EileenGoesLean-VSG coming to you today on Tuesday, May 16th, 2017. For those of you who are new to the channel, I say welcome, which most of you are new because I just started the channel last week. So I say welcome to the channel. For those of you who are returning, I say thank you for returning to the channel. So this is my week 16 post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on January 24th, 2017 at Roger Williams Medical Center here in Providence, Rhode Island. And so as of today, it is 16 weeks since I had my surgery, which is really, really hard to believe that it's been 16 weeks, but in fact it has. So that's actually pretty exciting. I'm going to get into my stats, and for those of you who have watched previous videos, I have not revealed my actual weight yet because some issues with that, but I'm just talking about weight loss. And eventually, when I get to my goal weight, I will reveal where I started. But for right now, I'm just going to talk about the stats, and of course I have to look at my notes because I don't remember what they are. So as of today, it's been 16 weeks, and since surgery, I have lost 59 pounds. 59 pounds in 16 weeks, which comes out to an average of about 3.6 pounds per week, which is pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with that. And overall, since Halloween, which is when I sort of started this I actually started the crazy ride in July of 2016. With attending the seminar at my surgeon's office and all of that, started in July of 2016, but my high weight was Halloween of last year, and since that time I've lost 96.2 pounds. This past week I lost 2.8 pounds. The week 15, and that week I lost 3.4, so the weight continues to come off, which is really great, and I'm very happy about that. What did I want to say next? I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I'm struggling to record these videos because I'm not technically savvy. I'm working on it. Anyway, let's see. What do I want to say? So it's been 16 weeks in surgery, and it's hard to believe that it's been 16 weeks. In some ways, it seems like it's been forever. In other ways, it seems like it was yesterday. So anyway, what I did want to talk about a little bit is what I eat in a day. And I'm not technically savvy enough to actually record the videos as people do, showing all their food. But what I really want to talk about is consistency and the fact that I pretty much eat the same breakfast and lunch every single day. So what I do is in the beginning of the week, I bake 6 eggs. I use a cupcake tin and I spray it with the non-stick cooking spray, and I crack the eggs in there, an egg in each cupcake holder, and I bake them at 350 for about 20 minutes, and they stay actually for the whole week. So what I do literally every morning, it takes me about a minute to make my breakfast. I take 2 ounces of reduced sodium ham, put the egg on top of that, put 1/3 of an ounce of cheddar cheese on top of that, pop it in the microwave for 1 minute, and it is delicious. I love it. I look forward to it every morning. So far, I'm not sick of it, and I've been having that every single day. And it's great because it only takes a minute and it works perfectly. That's breakfast. Lunch every day is usually 3 ounces of deli turkey with 1 ounce of fresh mozzarella cheese, a couple of Campari tomatoes, and a pickle wedge. Wedge, is that what you call it? I don't know. Pickle slice. I don't know what you call it. A sphere. A pickle spear. Spear, that's what it is. Anyway, so I have that every day for lunch. That works out really well, and I eat the same thing pretty much every day unless I'm doing something unusual, in which case, if I can't really have my regular food, I will have a Premier protein shake. But that's pretty much what I have. Then for dinner, it's all different things. It's usually a protein and some sort of vegetable. The vegetable is usually either tomato or mushroom because that's what I like. And I have all different things. I find that I have no problem with breakfast and lunch, and it's dinner that I sometimes can't eat all of it, or sometimes I've eaten too much, or I've eaten too quickly, or I've eaten too quickly after I have had my water, and sometimes my food is right here. and I don't like that. That's only happened a couple of times, but I don't like that. So I tend to not finish my whole dinner typically because I really don't want that feeling. So anyway, the food is going along really well. One thing that I would like to mention is I went to my surgeon's office for my 3-month checkup, which was last week, and that went along really well. They were very pleased with my progress. Everything is going well. The only issue that I had, all of my blood work came back great. The only issue that I had was my iron was low, and that's because I did not take my chewable iron that I was supposed to take beginning right after surgery. I just didn't take it. It came, I ordered it on Amazon, like I order everything. And it came, and I just, for some reason, didn't open it and didn't get it in the rotation of pills. So now I'm taking 2 iron pills. They're chewable iron supplements. I'm taking 2 of those a day. So hopefully that will bring my iron up. So that's a good thing. But everything else was great. They think I'm doing wonderfully, and they're very happy and very excited about how it's all going, and everything's going pretty well. So I'm very grateful for all of that. So that's exciting. The other thing I wanted to talk about is about coping with life. Um, you know, Physically, I'm feeling really well, and I would say emotionally, I'm feeling okay. But I would say that there's been a lot of things happening in my life that have been very stressful, and I'm not really going to go into all of it because it really is about some other family members and people very close to me that have been suffering with some health issues, and it's just been a really stressful time. And what I'd like to talk about now is how we cope with the stress in our life without food. I just said to my husband last night about various situations. In the past, what I would have done is just eaten. I would have just eaten. And now, because I physically am unable to eat, or overeat, I should say, and because I have been eating very cleanly, I know that if I were to eat something I shouldn't eat, or eat to soothe my stressed out self, physically I wouldn't feel well, and I wouldn't feel well emotionally or mentally either, because I would be thinking, you just had surgery and now you're eating bad stuff. What are you doing? So really, is that what you want to do? And I would not be too happy with myself. So, I haven't done that, but, life continues to hand us lemons. And what I would say is that I am generally a very positive person, and I do believe when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. And that's a motto that I have had forever. I always try to look for the bright side. I look for the positive. I try to look for the positive in every situation because I know it's there. I know it's there. And I do know that everything will be okay. I do know that, and everything works out just the way it's supposed to. And we spend a lot of time worrying and stressing about things that we have no control over. And I know that. But what I'd like to talk about for a minute is something that I actually do that helps me, um, even though there are times when I'd still like to eat something. Anyway, what I do is I practice Reiki. So I don't know if you have heard of that or not. I'm actually a Reiki master. But Reiki is a Japanese technique of energy work that helps with stress reduction and relaxation. And it's not really like massage, although the Reiki practitioner will place their hands on you if you like. If not, they will just place their hands above you, um, and do some energy work there. And it's really about getting the energy flow going in your body, and it's about stress reduction and relaxation. And again, as I mentioned, I became a Reiki master last year. So I've been a Reiki master for about a year. I don't practice Reiki as often as I'd like to on other people. The opportunity hasn't presented itself. I do a lot of it on my son and daughter-in-law and various other individuals, but I do it on myself mostly. And I find it's very helpful. And when I do Reiki on myself, it's almost like a form of meditation. And, there are a variety of mantras that I repeat and different techniques involved in it that really help me relax and help me reduce my stress. So, I put that out there. If you are not familiar with it, you can Google it or check in your local area for Reiki practitioners, Reiki masters, It's spelled Reiki. And it is really very helpful. And when we talk about self-care, this is something that you could do for yourself. I don't know that there's medical science behind it that says it helps in healing, but in my gut, I know that it helps me heal. It has helped me in the past when I had Reiki done on me by other people. It has helped me in the past with some issues. Again, it doesn't replace medicine, but it can be used in conjunction with traditional medicine to help in situations. And again, what it really helps with is stress reduction and relaxation. So I put that out there for anybody that is struggling, and I'd love to hear what some of you do for um, just coping. Again, I think those of us with addictive personalities, or I guess that's what you call it, an addictive personality, could turn to other addictions, and I don't really want to do that either. I don't drink. I'm a reformed smoker. I've quit my smoking 12, 13 years ago. Um, I don't want to shop. I'm not a gambler because I'm a very sore loser. I don't want to shop. I don't want to transfer my food addiction to anything else. But I'd be interested to hear what others do to cope with stress, and when they used to turn to food, what do they do now? I'd be very interested to hear that. So I'm trying to think if I have anything else to add this week, other than next week, I'll come to you at week 17, and I'm hoping by week 18, which is right around Memorial Day, that I come to you and say that I'm down 100 pounds. Yay! Very exciting. So again, I thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like what you see, and if you have anything that you'd like to, any questions that you might like to ask. One thing that I did not mention in this video is I am 59 years old, and for some of the audience that's close in age to that, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. I think it's very helpful. I found it very helpful as I was preparing for my surgery to watch other people's videos, and I still find it helpful. I love watching videos. I continue to watch them because I love to hear everyone's progress and how everyone's doing and how everyone's coping and what people's food hauls and all of that stuff. Oh, speaking of food hauls, today I went to Trader Joe's for the first time ever, and I am no longer a Trader Joe's virgin. I was there. The good news is I liked it. The bad news is I didn't really buy very much because I was kind of far from home, and I was concerned about getting all the stuff home. But anyway, I didn't buy too much, but I bought a few things, and I was happy to do that. And I think I wasn't really focused on it, so I didn't have a good idea of what I wanted. Anyway, but I made it to Trader Joe's for the first time. Anyway, so please subscribe, like the video, subscribe, ask any questions you might have, and I'm happy to come back to you. I will be back again next week if I can figure out how to use the video recorder. And I say peace and love to all. Thank you for watching.